Hi, I am Miknara, and this is how I serve God behind the scenes. I came to know the Lord when I was young. My mom was the very first Christian in our family. I knew who Jesus is, pero hindi ako seryoso sa faith ko. When I went to college, I found myself partying and drinking with my classmates and friends. By God's grace, natauhan ako. I asked myself, ito ba yung gusto ni Lord sa buhay ko? Ito ba yung gusto kong gawin sa future ko? After that, I limit myself hanging out with my friends and classmates. And God led me to join a Christian organization in my school. This organization helped me to know God more and to serve Him better. Missional living for me is living for God, serving Jesus and other people. Whether you are in the front or at the back, whether mapapansin ka ng mga tao o hindi. The important thing is your heart for God, your passion to serve Him because you love Him. When I started working in the corporate world, I drifted away. I stopped going to church. I stopped reading the Bible. I started entering in an ungodly relationships. After a few years, I met someone online and she invited me to attend the church. For some reason, I felt the hunger for God's word. When I was in that church, I cried. By God's grace, He took me back again to His arms. After that, I started attending Bible studies and serving in CCF Eastwood as a photographer and tech. After a year or two, God opened another opportunity for me to serve Him. I was tapped to head the tech ministry of CCF Makati. During those times, wala pang CCF Makati, nasa planning stage pa lang. I said no at first. I have two reasons why I said no. First is, I really don't like leading. I like following. Mas madali mag-follow kaysa mag-lead ng tao. The second is, 1 year pa lang experience ko as tech in CCF Eastwood. So, hindi ako fit to lead a tech team for a church. I prayed about it and eventually I said yes. A few months after CCF Makati started, God opened another opportunity for me. This time, He called me to be a full-time worker for His church. My first answer is no. Yes, you heard it. I said no. Yung pagpo-full-time worker is not part of my plan. Eventually, I prayed about it. After a few months, God answered my prayer. He said yes. In Deuteronomy 31:8, He promised that He will never leave me nor forsake me, and He will go ahead of me. After receiving the yes from God, I immediately write up my resignation in my work. Through this ministry that God gave me, I was able to know Him more in a deeper way. It gives me joy when I see people transform their lives for Christ. Sobrang na-bless ako because I can serve more people and nakapag-serve ako with other people. In every retreats, in every event, services, I was able to build relationship with them, mentor them, and we were able to serve God and glorify God even though na nasa likod kami ng stage or hindi kami nakikita ng tao. Serving behind the scenes is not an easy job. Hindi yan madali. If nagiging routine na yung ginagawa mo week in and week out, darating yung point na iisipin mo, trabaho na lang yung ginagawa mo. Ministry work is hard. Technical arts is very hard. So why do we do it? I get to help spread the gospel through technology. Dito ako tinawag ng Panginoon sa kanyang story. And that's my why. For those people na nasa same field ko rin, working behind the scenes, whether you guys are in front seat or the back seat, always remember your why. When I remember my why, I always bring my best for God. This may sound cliche, but you pray. Pray to God that God will align your heart to His heart. Protect yourself. Set some boundaries para hindi ka ma-overwork or ma-burn out. And finally, do your best to engage in other ministries. Make some time to be in a community with other church members, join a Bible study, join a small group. The point is, connect with other people, hear their stories. Also, you get to share your life, your journey, how God transformed your life, use you mightily for His kingdom. Whether you are serving on the stage or behind the scenes, whether people see you or not, what matters is God's get the glory in everything you do.